Hello tankers! We were very pleased with how much attention you paid to the classic section, or rather its designs, in the last vlog. Since you appreciated a nostalgic vibe, we will keep it. And now let's move on to the current news and start with a summary of battles. A large-scale event called War has been going on in Tank Online for a week now. Each day players earn stars in battles and spend them on events in their territories.
Each phase is 23 hours, starting from 7 a.m. UTC to 6 a.m. UTC the next day. The main priority is not to forget to make your contribution in time. The entire map is divided into territories of varying values. And as we can see, it is completely dominated by 3 factions. The outer regions value only 1 point, the ones closer to the center value 3 points, and the most valuable areas in the heart of the map value as many as 5.
Since Monday, wolves, lions and bears have met at the borders and have begun to capture some territories from each other. Do not forget to protect your possessions and clearly think through the plan of attack.
As we said in the shorts, the most interesting part is starting now. At the end of the event, the following will be added to the mountain of prizes. For first place, each player from the faction will receive a legendary key and the exclusive War Winner paint. For second place, 15 epic keys will be awarded. And finally for third place, 15 common keys.
Collect stars and help your faction capture new territories. Perhaps your contribution will be decisive. Soon, hovering hulls will receive significant improvements. In short, physics and turret rotation fixes. It will be more convenient to shoot, but it will be more difficult to control the hull.
And now in detail. Comparing the aiming of standard and hovering hulls with a mouse, one significant difference is noticeable. If you quickly turn the tracked hull from side to side, the turret barrel will deviate slightly from the midline. The turret needs some time to compensate for the hull rotation.
Experienced players can precisely control the hull rotation, catch the timing and fire accurate shots.
But with hovering hulls, the situation is more complicated. Their hull rotates automatically, thereby accelerating the turret rotation, and because of this, the aim is more knocked off. In combat, these fractions of a second can lead to costly mistakes in accuracy. After the revision, everything will be different for hovering hulls. The turret clearly follows the mouse and is not knocked off by the hull rotation, as long as the hull does not rotate faster than the turret itself. As a result, shooting with hovering hulls will become more accurate and predictable.
To achieve this turret behavior, we have reworked the rotation mechanics for hovering hulls. Because of this, they react differently to the hull tilt.
In one of the upcoming updates, you will notice that hovering hulls are less stabilized on the edges of bridges. If you let go of the controls a little, the chance of flipping is much higher. When jumping from a height, be sure to stabilize yourself with a shot, otherwise you will lose time and even fall upside down. In addition, hovering hulls have become more vulnerable to uneven terrain. Heavy hulls like Ares or Paladin can easily get stuck in holes and pits.
We are confident that these changes will reduce the gap in the feeling of playing with tracked and hovering hulls. Soon, hovering hulls will be able to shoot just as accurately, but their controls will not give too much of an advantage. In the previous episode, you were looking for 3 spy tanks. Here are the correct answers.
The first is Titan and Firebird in Lava Paint. The second is Viking and Thunder in Emerald Paint. The last one is Mammoth and Shaft in Zeus Paint.
Now we will use the randomizer to choose 10 lucky winners. Here they are. Congratulations! Don't forget to check your accounts after watching this episode. And now let's move on to classic news. Today's Classic section is entirely dedicated to missions and challenge tiers. We'll also debunk the myth that Classic tankers will have too many supplies.
What you're seeing here is 90% completed screens for daily and weekly missions, along with the challenge tab. The UI just needs some icon alignment fixes. Today we focus on the information about the quantity of rewards, which we can now share with you. Pay close attention. Daily missions. Each day a player can complete up to 3 missions. They offer fixed rewards and do not change. You receive 5 challenge stars and supplies, a total of 10 units of each of the 5 supplies: mines, speed boost, boosted damage, boosted armor, and repair kits. Weekly missions. There are also 3 tasks here. The rewards for each mission include 1 container and 10 stars. In total, that's 3 containers and 30 stars per week. Challenge tab. The challenge screen is traditionally divided into silver and gold tiers. Unlike in Tanki Online, here the challenge lasts an entire month, from the first to the last day of the relevant month. Overall, the silver line contains 17 containers, 2,600 crystals, 30 units of each supply, and 1 gold box. To find out what's in the gold tier, simply multiply all these values by 3.
And one more significant difference: challenge stars can only be earned by completing missions. They cannot be obtained in battles or purchased in the shop. In Classic, everything depends solely on your activity.
The challenge consists of 50 levels in total, but the most valuable rewards are concentrated in the first 40 levels. For example, at level 39 a gold box, and at level 40 10 containers right away. Everything beyond that, specifically the 10 levels with crystals, are more like bonuses for the most dedicated players.
Now let's put it all together. How many challenge levels will I complete and how many supplies will I have on my account if I play all week?
With the challenge, it's simple. 15 stars per day multiplied by 7, plus 30 stars for weekly tasks. That totals 135 stars and 13 levels of progress completed. For supplies, daily missions give 50 supplies per day. Completing the silver tier levels will give an additional 50 units on top. That's 400 units in total. Here you can open containers and get roughly up to 100 of each supply at most. But even this will barely be enough for a couple dozen battles, so the game definitely won't be flooded with supplies.
Here's your homework. Calculate how many supplies you'll get in a month from the silver and gold tiers. You can also calculate how many days are needed to complete the entire challenge. Why didn't we include crystals in the calculations? Every player is free to decide how to spend them, and we think that between supplies and new equipment, the latter is more likely to win. We hope that this piece of information will be enough for you for the next 2 weeks. The time for vacations is over and the development is in full swing. Next time we will make sure to share more information about the project. Take care. Bye.